Hey everyone, welcome to my hair tutorial featuring the curtain that I've never ironed. Just ignore that. Today's video is probably one of my most requested videos. How to put your hair up in a ponytail, a high ponytail, while still hiding your big ears. The problem with high ponytails is your hair goes pretty much straight up, so there's no hair in front of your ear to be able to, pin your ear back. So because of that, the only way that I have been able to figure out is by kind of doing like a swoop motion down here before you go into a high ponytail, if that makes sense. You can't just kind of bring all of your hair up at once into the high ponytail because your ear just pops right out. So the only thing you're gonna need is some tiny rubber bands, maybe one. I just got two just in case one breaks. Need a hair tie to put your hair into the high ponytail, and then I have just some bobby pins just in case, there's some weird ponytail things happening. So I'm just going to take the very bottom section, like my sideburn section. It's enough hairs to be able to hold your ear back. So just leave that much out. Now we're just going to bring everything from the top of the ear up. We're just going to pull that out of the way for right now. Okay, so I'm going to take the hair that's right behind my ear. You don't need that much at all. In fact, I'm going to kind of leave out the part that's right behind my ear because I want something to be able to cover the knot that we're doing. I'm going to put it back here and I'm just going to attach these two. It's just a little bit higher up so that hopefully it'll just hold the top of my ear like that, and I'll still be able to pull my hair up into a high ponytail and it'll look natural, we're hoping, right? I'm going to take the tiny little black rubber band and I'm just going to secure that right behind the ear. Maybe go as far back as you can just so that we can easily hide the knot later. So I have the knot pulled back pretty much as far as I can, so now I'm just going to pull it tight so that it is securing my ear down like that. So now that I have my knot behind my ear, I'm just going to unclip everything that we're tying up right now. Instead of just taking all of your hair and swooping it up into, one swoop of the ponytail, that's kind of dangerous with this delicate situation that we have over here. So I'm going to take the top half of my hair first. You can go ahead and secure the top section of your hair wherever you want your high ponytail to be. I want it to be pretty high just so I can show you guys how high of a ponytail you can do using this method. So I'm going to not really worry about how messy it is because the smoothness of it is not the focus here. We're basically just going for a high ponytail, right? To keep that knot covered, you're going to have to take the hair right below the knot and just make sure you're pulling it very gently up, just enough to cover that knot. Then you can go ahead and just bobby pin it and get that just to cover that knot there. So then very carefully, I'm just going to loosely pull the rest of my hair up into the high ponytail. I went ahead and moved that bobby pin from up here to just kind of slightly behind my ear, holding down that knot, holding down everything that is holding my ear back just to make sure that that stays nice and tight. So that is what it's looking like. And then just to make that strand it's holding your ear back a little less noticeable, I'll just take the hair right above that and loosen it a little bit. Have that just kind of poof out a little bit over my ear. I do this very, very gently, just with like the end of a comb, just something really small. And yeah, just loosen that up. Bring little pieces of my bun out. It just seems to be a little more cohesive, and it also is going to help hide your ear a little bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some on this side so we can get a fair comparison. Alright guys, that is how I do it. That's how I do a high ponytail with my big ears. This is the ear that is not pinned down whatsoever, so I'm a little bit self-conscious about just showing them to the world because for some reason people like to stare at them when I do, and I don't appreciate it. So I would rather just do something like this that is really simple, that just hides the top of your ear just enough to pin it down and make it not stick out. That is basically it. Nobody's even gonna tell from the front too that you have anything going on right here behind your ear. So yeah, if you've always just wished that you could rock a high ponytail without a headband or anything like that, then give this little trick a try. I'm not even like being super careful with my hair. I am flipping my hair around and it's still staying. My ear's not popping out, and trust me, they like to pop out. If you like this tutorial, go ahead and subscribe for more. Like this video if you want to see more hair tutorials. I'm kind of out of ideas as far as techniques for pinning your ears back, because other than headbands and, you know, just using your hair, I don't think there's really much else you can do unless there's like some specialty, you know, ear pinning products out there that I haven't learned about. I don't know. I think I'm done babbling now. I hope this answered your guys' requests and questions. I think it's a pretty dang simple and easy way to hold your ear back and wear a high ponytail. I don't think anyone's gonna notice when they see me that, yeah, my ear is pinned back. They'll just see my ponytail swoop. All right, peace out, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fabulous day. You know the drill. I will see you really soon in my next video. Bye!